What's up, everybody? It's John with Crippled Fox Gaming, and I am going to be starting to do some games by this company out of Auckland, New Zealand. It's NukaZombee is his moniker. He is out of Auckland, New Zealand. He's a digital creator. He does a bunch of print and play board games, and he's a digital designer and does a bunch of other stuff, and his games are just absolutely some of the most fun you can, and they're cheap as chips. He does Kickstarters for them like every couple months or something like that. So I'm going to do one of the first ones I printed and played. It's called Skycraft. I'll get a better picture of this. But it is you are traveling around a map trying to come up with a cure for a disease and save your king before the orcs get to him. Let's get to it. Okay, here's how you set up for Skycraft. These are the two basic goblins that come with the game. There's Oxy the Rascal and Oswald the Sky Scout. These are the two, like I said, the two basic guys that come with the first thing. And this is the first map. This is you are saving the king. Your king has fallen ill, and he is going to be, there's a plague that runs through the countryside. What you are trying to do, you are going to set up your token. We're going to use Oxy the Rascal. We're going to put him in the center house right here on this little spot. And then there are orc raiders that are trampling through the countryside, and they are going to follow this little line here. They're going to follow this line through the countryside. That's kind of your timer. And as they go through the countryside, you're going to be flying around and over and not onto them. If they get to the king, you are going to lose. So that's what you don't want to happen. And you can't do some other stuff. We'll kind of go through the how to play as we go. So we've got different things that you're going to do on your turn. First of all, we're setting up. I got your player in the center. You're flying around basically in a balloon. Bad guy's up here. I'm going to put the other guy over there. You get a couple gems. You're going to put them on your special skill. That's just this first thing. I'll go over all this stuff as we go through the game. And then you're also going to put more gems on these little colored spots. This is your skill level of how well you are healing people. Last one, I'm going to put it right on the king. You're going to get another little gem. Put it over here on your skill. This is how good you are at healing people. So you need 4 dice of one color. These are going to be your healing dice. 2 dice. This is how you're going to move. I'll show you how that happens in a minute. And 1 die for your foraging. As you're going around the countryside, you're going to be looking for things. There's these ingredients along the bottom that are going to make these different potions. And what you're going to use these for, you're going to use them for 2 things. You're going to use them for whatever they do. Like some of them can drive the orcs back if they're getting too close. Other ones can help you do re-rolls, or they can help with your healing stuff. So here's what we're doing. Let's just get right into it. So what you're doing, you've got your guy placed here. Every single turn, you're going to do one thing for sure, and that is move. You're in a balloon, and you're going to move around the area. Well, luckily, it's a 6-sided die. Hexagons, 6-sided shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this means you're going to roll. 1 die is going to be your direction. The other guy is going to be your distance. I can go with 3 to the 6 or 6 to the 3. Well, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 1. I'm going to do that. 3 to the direction. 1, 2, 3. 6 for the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. I'm clear on the end. So that's not ideal, but it's going to work for this demonstration. So the next thing you can do, because you're going to use every one of these little skills as we play through the game, you can shift 1 die or one of these little gems to one of the adjacent skills. So if I went from the thief to the forager, I'll explain this. We're going to move from there to there. You do that once per turn. That's the first thing you do. The second thing, you're going to decide whether you're going to use astronomy or search. This is how you do those. So if you are on a hex, you're going to search to find ingredients to make your potions. So we're currently on the pine tree area. So we are going to forage. And so what we're going to do now, if we didn't have any gems on this, we would need to roll a 6, which is this, to find that ingredient. So, hey, I found it anyway. That's fortuitous. This will never happen again, I guarantee it. So what you're going to do is you're going to circle that you found that ingredient, and then when you use it, you'll cross it off, or you can erase it. I think it's easier to cross it off. That way you know what you're doing. So that's one thing you can do. If you didn't forage, you can do what's called use astronomy. Underneath every one of these skills is a little sky map. What you're going to do, you're going to basically connect the stars to make a constellation. And this is more than just an aesthetic thing. And every one of the lines has to meet up. Like you can't do one over here and then one over here. They all have to kind of meet up to make a, you know how good the constellations look. It's like, that's a dragon? Sure. So you connect one star to another star like that. What this does is when you roll to move, like say we did this, well, that would be terrible. I would have to move to the, well, I guess I can move to the 6, which isn't bad. But if I was somewhere and I didn't like this, you can cross off one of those stars to change this die to any number. Say you wanted to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Say you wanted to go 6 to the 6. You do that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'd be back at your house. That's not what we're doing. But that is one thing you can do with this. So you want to, and when you're drawing these, you can only draw it underneath whatever ones you have the gems on. So if you want it there and you're running out of this, draw another one under here. But you can either only draw on your star map or search. I'm going to take the search. So we did that just a minute ago. We've got these done. I moved this over to Forager just in case. That's the other thing. If you were to forage and you had 2 here, instead of needing a 6, you need a 5 or a 6. If you put another one on there, 4 or a 6 instead of a 6. You put another one on there, it's a 3 or a 6 on instead of a 6. So we've foraged, we've moved. Other things you can do is use your hero's special class ability. We're not going to worry about that right now. Heal, house, locals if we're on a house hex. We're not on that just yet. Sell potions. We don't have any potions to sell. Move the enemy 1 step along the track. That's your last thing you're going to do. So, it's the end of the turn. We're going to go from here to here. That's the end of the turn. It's now time for a turn 2. No, everything's bad. I got a 5 and a 5. That's actually not terrible, but if you roll doubles and you don't like what it is, you can always re-roll. That's what doubles are. So I'm going to go 1. That's because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I wanted to, let's do that. Oh, I didn't do astronomy, did I? Never mind. Okay, we're over the forest again. We are going to since we're not over a house yet, I'm going to move this gem over to here. So when we're foraging, 6, 5, 4. I'm going to need a 4 to find a mushroom. Again, like I said, nothing. So we didn't find anything. We can't sell anything. We can't heal anybody. That's the end of our turn. Orcs are going to move. We're going to move again. You know what will be good? A 1 and a 2. I said a 1 and a 2. 1, 2, 3. We can't go that way. 4, 5, 6. Let's go this way. We're going to go to the 6 direction. 3 for the distance. 1, 2, 3. We're on an apple tree, which isn't terrible. That's where you get apple berries. Yes, let's search. So I've got 2 here. 6, 5, 4. Seriously, I may have to... Okay, well, we didn't get anything on that because my dice rolling skills stink. Don't have enough to sell. Don't have anybody to heal. We're going to move the enemy. This is how it went when I was playing off camera. A 1 to the 2. Let's see. One, 2. Oh, let's do that. We're going to move 2 to the 1. So we're going 1, 2. We're on the little tiny huts. Little tiny huts have lizard tails. So we have 6, 5, 4. I'm going to use this die. Let's see if I can fail with this as well. Yay, we got a lizard tail. So we got a lizard tail, and if we want to make a brew with a lizard tail, we've got diluted poison, add or subtract 3 from your healing phase results, and they're cumulative. Or 1 lizard tail for the bitter brew, re-roll 1 die, any movement during any phase. Re-roll 1 die any moment. Oh, during any phase. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Well, we can't do it just yet, but we have a mushroom and a lizard tail. Okay, all right. This is the die we're going to use. We're gonna put this in the shame closet. I don't have enough to make any. I searched. I can't do these stars. Let's do the stars next time. The orcs are going to move. 3 to the 3. Is that something I want? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, something else I forgot. Since we're around a hut, if we I forgot to heal somebody. Let's back up. Okay, so what we have is I'm on a hut. I'm going to heal the people that live in this hut. There are people, there's houses. There's little houses that look like huts. There's houses that look like little cottages. And then there's houses that look like basically camp farmhouses. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're backing up. We moved to there. We searched. We found the lizard tail. Now we're going to try to heal the people inside the hut. If I was thinking and not being distracted, I would have moved a die or a gem over to here because we have moved to there. It's like, well, what do I want to do on that spot? Ooh, I could heal somebody. I didn't, so we're just going to do it this way. So how you heal somebody, you're going to take a die and you need to roll, to get your first one, you're going to need to roll between a 4 and a 9. And how this works is, obviously, if you have 1 die, you roll 1 die. I did not get it. I would have gone back to the down 1. Let's say I rolled this die and I still whiz it. The more dice you roll, depending on how many gems you have here, let's say I had two gems here. You roll 2 dice. So if I was to roll this again, you roll it 1 at a time. I got a 4, I can stop. I don't need to roll this other die because if I roll over like that, that's considered a failure. You have to roll between a 4 and a 9. So what you do is you move that to there, you heal them. You want to get all the way up to this, which is a 22 to a 25, which is going to need a lot of dice, or you're going to need a lot of other things to get to that point. This is how you win the game. If the orcs get to here before you get to here, you lose the game. I need to get a drink. This is actually a very simple game once you get the mechanics, get the loop down of how you play stuff. So what I'm going to do is we will continue from where I was. I didn't get them healed. I'm going to put this back, and now we're just going to play as we go. And I'm going to just keep playing so you get the loop of how things go, how you want to do different things. This is really a game that the more you play it, the better you'll like it. I played this game for probably 3 hours because I was just basically floating around, not getting things done, but I kept doing stuff to drive the orcs back. And it's kind of a nice cozy game. It's like, oh, it's a rainy afternoon. I'm going to sit and float around in my balloon and try to heal these people as I come across them. So everything, we're going to start over. We're going to start from where we are. I'm going to start from the movement phase again. A 6 and a 6. I don't really want to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another house. I stand corrected. If you are ever around where the orcs are, You cannot do anything that requires you basically landing your balloon and getting out and doing stuff. Like you couldn't forage, you couldn't heal somebody, you couldn't do other stuff where you could be selling stuff. From what it says in the rules, you could still do stuff you could still do your astronomy because you could float around and then you're using your sextant to look up into the sky and chart the stars. Here's what we're doing. Now, we're going to remember the actions and how this works. First, you move. I moved to here. Hey, I'm on a house. I want to heal some people there. That's what the game's for. I'm going to move this gem over to here. So I'm going to get one die for the extra gem. But first, let's do this in order. Okay, shift one gem. Did that. Use astronomy or science or search. I'm over those huts. Those houses give you skulls, which you can use to find stuff. I've got a forager. It's going to be 6. It's going to be 5. Then I need to find a skull. I found a skull. Nice. Now, we're going to try to successfully heal these people. We searched. Roll a d6. User class. When you're on a house hex, because he's a thief. This is the other one. This is their special ability. When you're on a house hex, roll 1 to 3 to steal 1 gold coin, or 4 to 6 to steal 2 gold coin. This ability requires 3 gems. Guess what? We don't have enough, which is fine. Let's just go. Let's heal people before we start stealing their money. So, next thing we're going to do, heal locals of on a house hex. Hey, we're on a house hex. 1 die, 2 dice. I need to get a 4, between a 4 and a 9. Watch me roll 2 1s. Really? Okay, here comes the second one. Of course not. I rolled a 3 on 2 dice. Well, I didn't successfully heal them, which is pretty much par for the course. And you can chuckle along with it. You know, thumb your nose at my dice rolling. Be my guest. Somebody send me a dice capacitor and I can discharge all my bad luck. We failed on all of those things. Guess what? The orcs are going to move anyway. Next turn. And I didn't get free stuff. 4 to the 1 or 1 to the 4. Well, I can't go that way because it'd be 1, 2. If you bump into the edge of the map, you can't do anything. You just bump into the edge of the map and the orcs move too because you're basically out off the map trying to get the wind to blow you back onto the map. I'm going to go 1 to the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in the forest again. I'm going to no, I'm not going to forage. I've got a mushroom. Let's do something in the sky. Let's go with, you know what, I'm going to probably leave one on the forager. I'm going to draw a line from this star to this star. That's using your astronomy. Don't have a special class ability. We don't have any locals to heal. We don't have any brews to sell. We don't have any brews to brew. We're going to move the enemies. That's the end of the turn. It's just this quick. I'm going to roll 4 to the 3 or 3 to the 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rats. You know what? I think I'm just going to move over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be in their area, so I can't forage. I can't heal anybody. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go look at the sky a little bit more. I don't like those orcs. They're up there, sneering at me, but I think I'm up in the sun enough that they kind of really can't tell. They kind of see something. They get a shadow over them every once in a while. So that's me done. I don't have anything else I can do. Moving another orc, move over to there. So now I'm out of their sphere of influence, which is good. Or their hexes of influence, sure. 5 to the 6 or 6 to the 5. Ugh. Wasn't I just up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I was. I can't move 1, 2. I can't go that way. Do we want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend one of those stars that we just got. Exit off. I'm going to change that 5 to a 3. And I'm going to go 6 to the 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm over a house again. What do we want to do? Let's do this just to make sure. I'm going to move the forager gem over to the healer gem because we're supposed to be healing people, not doping around up in the sky. Okay. Now, first thing we do, search or go to astronomy. let's search. We're in the house. I don't think you get anything going to the house because you have to do stuff. Yeah, you don't. So we're going to go through. Well, let's put something up in the sky. We'll do that. Oh, I can't do it there because there's no gems there. Let's do this over here. Okay. Okay, I have 3 dice here. I need to get a 4 between a 4 and a 9 on 3 dice. You see how these sit? Okay. You roll until you need to stop. 4. I'm stopping right now. Okay, so here's what happens. You get to move your guy up to here. If you move over something that has a gem, it gives you more gems to put in more of your slots up here. I haven't gotten there quite yet. Also, what you can do, you can get anything from any surrounding hex except for skulls, because that would be weird. Hey, I'm down on the ground. Got any skulls? No? I'll get out of my house. So I'm going to get another Eipel. Oh, I didn't get an Eipel that last time. I'm going to circle an Eipel. I don't have any bugs yet. Okay, well, we're just gradually filling our little stockpile of stuff. Move that up. Not filling any potions just yet. Orcs are going to move. There we go again. Five to the 3 or 3 to the 5. Well, I can do 1, 2, 3 to the 5. Over to here. I'm in the fields. I'm going to put 1 back over to here, and we're going to make this foraging. If there's no dice, there's no gems, it's a 6. If there is a gem, there's 5, 4, 3. I need a 5 or a 6 to find a flower. I did not find anything. Don't have anything to brew, nothing to sell. Orcs move. 6 to the 4 or 4 to the 6. Boo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good grief. These guys are going to be, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm right by them again. You know what? Let's do this. Let's change 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change the 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change the 6 to a 1. We'll use this star here to change that. So now we're going to move 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get some more stuff. Let's see if we can find another flower. We've moved. Let's do this. Move that back to here. And roll a die. 6, 5. I need a 4 to find a flower. And how are there no flowers? I see them from the sky. What's going on here? Nothing to sell. Nothing to brew. Orcs move. 3 to the 2 or 2 to the 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let's go over to the king's hut so we can get a free gem. We're going to search again. I'm leaving these the way they are. 6, 5, 4. There, we found a flower. Okay, here's what we can do. Now, we found a flower. We have the options of diluted poison, add or subtract 3 from your healing, or the bitter brew, reroll 1 die any moment during any phase. That sounds pretty great to me. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, I forgot to erase this last time. We're going to brew the bitter brew. So we're going to do this. We're going to circle this in the sense that we have one. We're going to cross off this flower, cross off this tail. And now we have a bitter brew. Other things we could do with this, we could sell it for 1 coin. All of these would sell for 1 coin, in which case you can get more equipment, which is kind of some fun stuff you can have if you need to adjust your dice like this. If you sign up to, or if you have enough to buy a pet glove, your successful healing grants any 2 ingredients from adjacent hexes instead of 1. Or if you have the stinger drop, you fly over the enemy and drop it to force them to retreat 6 plus 2d6. So it would be basically 6, 6, 12, 13, which you kind of want to do. Oh, that might be something to, okay. Well, we'll think about that. We've got our bitter brew to let us reroll something at some point in the future. So we found a flower. We've brewed our potion. Orcs move. That way. 3 to the 5 or 5 to the 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm running out of stars to cross off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like that at all. Or we go 3 to the 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's go that way. 1, 2, 3. See if we can find another flower. We're going to leave those where they are. 6, 5, 4. 5. Got another flower. Nothing to brew. Nothing to sell. Orcs move. Boom. 1 to the 1 or 1 to the 1. Let's re-roll that. That's doubles. We can re-roll doubles. 4 to the 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. We could be over another house. Okay. But I'm going to... I can't use that one. No, I could use that. But let's use this one over here. I'm going to change one of those 4s to a 3. And I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Back over these little huts. Now that we're over those huts, what do? Search or use astronomy. Let's search, because it's going to be 6, 5, 4 to find a lizard tail. Oh, rats. Ah! Do we want to re-roll that? We will want to re... Oh, I forgot to move this. Let's keep this where it is. I'm not going to use my reroll right now because I'm over a place where I can heal somebody, but I've only got 1 die, which is not great. Which if I was thinking, I would have moved that over to there, but I wasn't. So on a 6, we would heal them, which would be great. That was a 6 for about a second. It's a 1 in 6 chance. It's a 16% chance. You know what? Let's do it. That's how we win. We got to heal people. On a 6. Still not a 6. Well, we failed that. So, don't have enough to brew. Well, do we? No, we don't. And we didn't find that. We don't have that. We don't have a bug. Yep, orcs move. Here they come. I hear their war drums. It's not great. Getting closer to the king. 4 to the 4 or 4 to the 4. Rats, this is bad. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change one of those 4s to the 2. Use that last star in this constellation. Got to get over there and start doing stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm not going to search. I've got a flower. Let's draw another one on the star so we can have an extra reroll or an extra die to change. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to cross these off. So I had this. I didn't use it. I used it, and I failed. Anything to brew? No. I'm not going to search. Orcs move. 3 to the 2 or 2 to the 3. Ooh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I like this. While I'm thinking about it, let's move this healer die over to here, because I'm going for here next. I'm going to search to try to find another, I've got a flower. I've got a gem here. I'm going to do another line to here. I'm not going to brew anything else. Orcs move. Okay. I need a 2 and a 1 is what I need. I don't want to spend two stars to make this where I want to go. I said I don't want to spend 2 stars to get me where I want to go, but I'm going to. So we're going to cross off 1 here to make that a 1. I'm going to cross 1 off here to make this a 2. 1 to the 2. I'm going on the king's hut. Boom. I get this gem right now. So I can move extra gems. I found this. I'm going to move an extra gem. I'm going to move an extra gem over to here. So that will give me 1, 2, 3 dice to heal them. What do you do first? Search. We're on a house. There's nothing really to search for a house. I'll have to look that up just to make sure I'm doing that right. Let's do stuff in the sky. I've got nothing there. Let's start some over here. Connect those 2 dots over there. Okay, what I've got. I have 3 dice. I need to get between a 6 and an 11 on 3 dice. Roll until you hit it. There's a 4. A 5. I'm fine because no matter what I roll, I will get it. Unless the dice bumps it around. What was this? A 4, I think? So 4, 5. Yes. So that, okay, we got 10. So, boom, get that extra gem. We're on a 6 to 11. We get an extra gem for that. Hooray, hurrah. We successfully healed somebody. Now here's what you're going to do. Anywhere around there, you get a free sample of something. Let's get a bug, because there's not a whole lot of those lakes around here. And those are the Eiffel tears. Get a temporary die and roll it during the healing phase. Yes, sir. Let's do that right now. Oh, I forgot to erase these too. Wow. Someone's not picking up his toys after he's done. Okay, so we've got this. We successfully healed. Move that up there. Orcs are going to move. 3 to the 5 or 5 to the 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey, guess what? We could go looking for a bug. Now we moved. Now we can move one of these. Let's move. Let's move that thief over here to forage, because you can only move one gem between adjacent classes. Let's search, because we're going to need a 6 and a 5 to find a bug. Didn't find a bug. We don't have anything to brew. Orcs move. 5 to the 6 or 6 to the 5. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn it, 6. It'll fly me past the orcs. Or I can go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go up there. Just to keep away from those clowns. Let's move this over to here to give me 2 to forage. Forage 6, forage 5, forage 4. There we go. Found a flower. Anything to brew? Don't have enough to brew that. Ooh. Oh, we need here's what we need to do. We need to get a stinger drop, because when these guys get further in, it's going to be problems. So we need to get some stuff to cash out, to get this, to do this, etc., etc. I'm ciphering out loud. That's just always great to listen to somebody do. Found a flower. We're here. We're not going to brew anything. Orcs move. 2 to the 1 or 1 to the 2. Yes. 1 to the 2 is going to get us over a house again. Let's move that gem. Let's look up in the sky. We're going to get 3 dice. Oh, we're going to get 4 dice. Nice. Okay, so we need to get between an 8 and a 13 on 4 dice. He said. 4. 6 is 10. That's between 8 and 13. I'm going to stop. Boom. You don't get to use the rest of the dice, which is fine. We found something. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Healed them. Get something from any adjacent hex. Got an extra flower. We're not brewing anything just right now because we don't have anything of the right ingredients. Orcs move. Off we go. 3 to the 3 or 3 to the 3. Let's go back here and get a bug. 3 to the 3. Searching or in the stars. We're going to search because we've got... Let's move this back here. Forage 6, forage 5, forage 4. 4. There we go. Got a bug, which is nice. Not brewing anything. Orcs move. 6 to the 5 or 5 to the 6. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you better believe we're going that way. Get some more houses to hunt. More houses for people to heal. Moving that over here. Search. Yes, we're going to search that because that'll give you a skull. Forage 6, forage 5. 5. Rats. Okay, could have got that. So let's heal some people. 1 die, 2 die, 3 die, 4 die. This is nice. 10 to 14. 6 plus 2 is 8. 6 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. I'm going to stop. Boom. Get another gem. This is going better than I ever have done before. And now that I've said that, watch me crash and burn. We're about 33 minutes in. I think I will stop after this turn. I'm going to do one more turn, and I think you get it. It's a really, like I said, this game, there's so many things to do, and it's very relaxing. It's just like if you want to float around and just keep harassing the orcs with, putting perfume in a beehive and dropping it on them as they go past and they run away, that's what you can do. I don't have anything to brew. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll show you how this works. I'm going to brew something. I don't have an eyepole. I don't have a dragon tail. I don't have this. I don't have this. I don't have enough to do anything. I will show you how this works. So what would happen? Well, or let's just we're gonna fudge this. Let's say I saved enough money. I sold one of these and one of these and one of these. That would give me 3 gold. I would say I'm gonna go buy a stinger drop, or I'm gonna make a stinger drop. The orcs are getting closer to my king. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. So what you can do then is, let's say I rolled 4, let's make it 6 to the 1. I have this stinger drop. The orcs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns away from killing my king. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got a 6 to the 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On my way by, I'm dropping this stinger drop. Boom. Fly over the enemy and you drop it to force them to repeat 6 plus 2d6 steps. 6 plus 3 is 9, 2 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You would pull them back to here, keeping them away from your king, who is down in this nice little farm cottage. That is how you would win the game. So as you're going through this game, you're going to be moving these around depending on what you want to do. The more of these gems you get, the better off you are. Because if you're going up here and you've got all 3 of these full, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 dice to roll between 22 and 25. That's not ideal because you're going to have to roll a lot of 6s. In fact, you're going to have to roll mostly 6s. Here's where these potions come in. You brew a bunch of these potions, add or subtract 3 from your healing results. It's a cumulative. If you've got, oh, I've got one of those. That's right. You've got a bunch of those. Okay, let's say we're down to the last thing. We're healing up the last guy. 5. There you go. 4. Ugh. That's 9. 12. Ugh. Oh! And if you get a bitter brew, no, re-roll 1 die. Okay, we spent a bitter brew. That was bad. So let's say we didn't do that. So 4, 5, 6, 10. 3, 10, and 3 is 18. No, 10 and 8 is 18. And let's say we had 2 of these. 18 plus 6, 24, boom, we would get the win and we would win the game. There are so much other things you have got with this game. And it was, I think, $6. You can go on his Patreon. I'll put all the links for all the stuff and are going to be below. You've got extra player sheets that have different mechanics. Boris the Mechanic compensates for a lack of alchemy skills with solid engineering skills. He's floating around doing all these different things with these. There's Auntie Rotsimmer. She is a potion bonanza. She has so much other stuff that you can do with potions. And then we have Dreadnought Bone Crusher. I think his real name's like Ted or something like that, but he likes going by Dreadnought Bone Crusher because what he does instead of dropping something on the orcs, he goes by and just basically buzzes them and gets them to run back. There's also more maps for these. This is the poisoned Eiple. The orcs have gone through your countryside, poisoned the Eiple tree. So you have to get these different things to help the Eiple tree get better. There are also larger maps that I had printed up by the good people at Goldenrod Printing. These are A4 sized, or A5. They're huge. This is an 11 by 13 map. This is an all over the place map. So you've got this other map that you're going to be doing. And I haven't even looked this up. I haven't had the time to do it, but this is like a final, you're just going around. Land lies in ruins. After the orcs unleash their devastating siege machines, find a way to aid the survivors and stop the enemy once and for all. You're going around, you're trying to bomb out their siege machines that are here and over here and over here and here. Haven't done this yet. I might do it in the future. I enjoy this. I hope you do too. Check out I'll put all of his details and stuff. He's got an Etsy store where you can buy the PDFs for these. Again, they're $6. How much fun can you have for $6? This much. Thanks. Keep it crispy.